A company hires a remote developer. The interviews go perfectly. The coding tests are flawless. Everything seems normal. But weeks later, investigators uncover the truth. The developer is not working from home. He is working from North Korea. And the company laptop? It is sitting inside an apartment packed with hundreds of computers. This is how North Korea secretly infiltrates tech companies. Over the past few years, cybersecurity investigators uncovered something surprising. Thousands of developers linked to North Korea have secretly been working inside Western tech companies, not as hackers breaking into systems, but as legitimate employees. These workers apply for remote jobs in software companies, AI startups, blockchain projects, and fintech platforms. Once hired, they receive company laptops just like any other employee. But the laptops never reach North Korea. Instead, they end up in what investigators now call laptop farms. A laptop farm is exactly what it sounds like: an apartment or office filled with company computers. Dozens, sometimes hundreds, of laptops, each one issued by a different company, but they are all controlled remotely from North Korea. From the company's perspective, everything looks normal. The login location appears local. The IP address appears local. The laptop is physically in the country, but the person controlling it is thousands of kilometers away. Getting hired is the hardest part, and North Korean operators have become extremely good at it. They create fake identities using stolen personal data, fake LinkedIn profiles, AI-generated photos, and fabricated work histories. Some even pass live coding interviews, because many of them are highly skilled developers. Once they pass the hiring process, companies ship a laptop to a US address, but that address belongs to a facilitator. Facilitators are people living in the United States or Europe who help run these laptop farms. Their job is simple. They receive laptops shipped by companies, they turn them on, they connect them to the internet, they install remote access tools, and then they leave the machines running 24 hours a day. From that moment, the laptop becomes a remote terminal, controlled from North Korea. The goal of these operations is not always hacking. The first objective is money. Remote developer salaries can reach $3,000, $5,000, even $8,000 per month. If a single operator manages several jobs at the same time, the revenue becomes enormous. Investigators believe these programs generate hundreds of millions of dollars every year, and that money helps fund the North Korean regime. But the real danger is not the salary. It is the access. Once hired, these workers gain legitimate access to internal repositories, development environments, cloud infrastructure, proprietary code, and sometimes even production systems. In some cases, they can also access financial platforms or cryptocurrency infrastructure, and because they are official employees, their activity often looks completely normal, which means traditional security systems may not detect anything suspicious. This represents a completely new type of cyber attack. Instead of breaking into companies, attackers get hired by them. No firewall can stop that. No antivirus can detect it, because the attack happens through the hiring process itself. Cybersecurity experts now call this insider threat as a service. For companies, the lesson is clear. Remote work has created incredible opportunities, but it has also created new vulnerabilities. To protect themselves, organizations now need stronger identity verification, better background checks, hardware location validation, and continuous monitoring of employee activity. Because in the age of remote work, the biggest cyber threat may not come from outside the company. It may already be inside. If you want to understand how modern cyber attacks really work, subscribe to Cyber Heist. Every week, we break down real-world hacks, cybercrime operations, and the hidden techniques attackers use to infiltrate companies. Because the next cyber attack might not start with malware. It might start with a job interview.